Are you getting traffic to your site but not able to convert them? Are you trying to collect leads but struggling to grow your list? It's incredibly important for any type of online business to have an email list, and that's because email is 5 times more likely to be seen than anything on Facebook, and 6 times more likely to get click-throughs than on Twitter. This all starts with your lead magnet. It has to be something special to entice your readers to give you their email address. To receive value, you must give value. Hi, I'm Suzanne Stoddard from Legitimate Affiliate Training, and today I want to talk to you about creating a lead magnet that converts. Your email list can be a gold mine for you, so creating a powerful lead magnet is the best way to get targeted and high-quality subscribers. The ingredients of a perfect lead magnet are the foundation that you build upon, and I want to share with you the 3 P's required for creating your offer. By the end of this video, you'll be able to move forward with confidence to create your first truly effective offer. And in the next week or so, I'll be making another video for you that'll show you step by step how to physically create an opt-in form with your lead magnet. As soon as I've made it, I'll add the link in the description below, so please come back and check it out, okay? And if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe to my channel for more helpful videos to come. And if you're struggling with your online business, please click my link below for free training. This will put you on the right path to finally bring you success. Okay, so let's start. What makes a great lead magnet? If you're having problems getting people to opt into your email list and therefore never entering your sales funnel, it's usually because your lead magnet isn't desirable. You want to create something that's so desirable that they absolutely must get access to your offer. To do that, it not only has to be highly relevant to your niche's audience, but it must promise to address some sort of pain point. When you can solve their problem with an easy solution, a free solution, you'll find people incredibly excited to opt into your email list. This all begins with the 3 P's. The first of the 3 P's is to address the problem. And to determine that, you need to have a good understanding of your audience. This is important to bring you long-term success. It doesn't matter if you're passionate about your niche or not, as long as you know your audience's needs and desires. Some marketers call this your customer avatar. It's basically creating a profile of your ideal customer. And this can be done in 3 easy steps. The first one is to write down what you think their values and goals are. Don't project yourself here. This is all about your ideal customer and what they need. The second is find out where they hang out. Is it on social media, book sites, magazines, YouTube? If you can find their meeting places, you can read what they're saying, the questions they have, and the language they use. What are their demographics? This may seem weird at first, but writing this out does help to picture who your customer is in your own mind. Start by giving him or her a name, then an age, gender, marital status, children, location, etc. The more detailed you are, the better you can focus on their needs. Finding out where they hang out online could give you a lot of insight for this step. One site I like to use is Facebook's Audience Insights. This is a free tool to use, and it can help narrow down your avatar. It's not just for Facebook users. This will help your avatar for all different markets. I'll leave the link for this below, okay? Now you need to determine their triggers. There will be both positive and negative ones that you can capitalize on. For instance, your audience is made up of like-minded people, regardless if they consist of different ages and incomes and races. You can easily identify their triggers if you know your audience well. Now, this is an important point. If you can't come up with at least 7 or more positive and 7 or more negative, then you don't know your audience as well as you think you do. Take a look at a chart that I've made. I did this exercise on a Google Sheet for you to look at. So in one column, here you want to write all of your positive triggers that your audience might have. These could be feelings, goals, objectives, or anything that motivates your audience. It can be triggered by an image, a video, a specific person, or any symbol that makes them positive about their situation. So mine were getting more leads, making more sales, more time with family, more time to travel, more traffic to their site, retiring sooner, and quitting your day job. And then the next thing you do is write 7 or more negative triggers. The negative is simply the opposite of the positive. These are the things they fear and want to avoid. They're the pain points that you're looking for. So I wrote wanting to give up, taking risks, more stress, shiny object syndrome. Now, if you don't know what this is, I've created a video about what shiny object syndrome is and how you can get out of it safely. I'll leave a link to this video below, okay? I also wrote lifestyle, what am I doing, and no money for advertising. Now let's talk about examples of these triggers. So let's start with a broad example. That would be something like a huge audience that's made up of all sorts of people, but share a single belief or value. Think of the U.S. political parties. This is a great example due to the current state of affairs. If your audience is a Democratic Party and you show an image of President Trump, what do you think that will trigger? Or the other way around? Either way, you're going to get a very negative trigger, right? Now, a more specific example would be a teenager with acne. What if you showed them a before and after picture of someone with clear skin? That's a positive trigger. And a very specific example would be, let's say, a YouTube marketer who has lots of experience but is getting low traffic. They see your opt-in say something like, "Are your videos not ranking?" And that triggers a negative response. Now, your next step is determining if your trigger is measurable. Think of it in units. For example, on my list here, with the positive triggers, getting more leads, that would be an amount, a specific figure, right? Making more sales, yeah, that would be measurable in an amount or in money. More time with family, yes, you could say it in hours or days. More time to travel, a little bit harder, but you could say, let's say, the frequency of trips you could go on. More traffic to your site is definitely measurable. Now, retiring sooner and quitting your day job, you can't really measure those, right? So I just put an X there. And then when we go on to negative, wanting to give up, that's not really measurable, nor is not wanting to take risks or not wanting more stress. Shiny object syndrome could be measured simply by the amount of money they spent or the amount of products they bought. Lifestyle, not really. What am I doing? No. Now, the money for advertising, that could be measured with money and dollars spent. So as you can see, they won't all be measurable, but that's okay. Let's keep moving forward. Now, the next thing you need to determine is if the trigger can be increased or decreased over time. And back to my list here, you look at the positive triggers. You want the leads to increase, the sales to increase your time with family, increase the amount of time you can travel, increase your traffic. Retiring sooner and quitting your day job is not really something that can increase or decrease, right? And the negative triggers, wanting to give up, taking risks, again, not really something that can increase or decrease. More stress, you can definitely decrease. Shiny object syndrome, you can decrease the amount of things you buy, that is. Lifestyle, like you're too busy, that can decrease. What am I doing? Not really, can't do anything there. And no money for advertising? Well, you can decrease the risk or increase your results. And finally, it's now time to select your ideal lead magnet. This trigger should be relevant to your end goal, such as the product or service you're promoting. So in my case, on my list, I would have an option of using these first 5 of the positive triggers, and I would have 2 I could use here in the negative triggers, the number 4 and number 7, because there's something in each column. Most lead magnets are at the top of the sales funnel, and you want your visitor to be willing to go through it after they've received your free offer, right? So let's say my product was a course on building an email list. Then I'd probably pick the first positive trigger for my lead magnet. If someone wants to build a list, They'd be concerned about getting leads, and giving them a free and easy solution to getting more leads would excite them. If my end goal is to help beginners get sales with free traffic, then the last negative trigger would be excellent. And that's down here, number 7. Beginners rarely have money for an advertising budget. Okay, now the second of the 3 P's is the promise. You want your promise to be so awesome that it creates an unbelievable desire for your visitor. You want them consumed with the desire to get your free offer. And to do this, you'll be sandwiching together your call out, which is who you're targeting in your niche, your chosen lead magnet trigger, so that for me, that would have been the first one, getting more leads, and your chosen negative trigger, and that would be no money for advertising. Now here's a simple fill-in template for you. It would be for and then whoever you're calling out, and then your title would be The Ultimate Guide to whoever your lead magnet trigger is, without, and then your negative trigger. So in my case, I'd write something like, for the online entrepreneur, the definitive guide to getting more leads without spending a penny on ads. So your promise is showing them how to get more leads without the pain of spending money on ads. Notice how specific this problem is. It solves a real problem that's instantly accessible by your visitor. It also demonstrates your authority on the topic, which earns their trust. This is how you can convert them to a customer down the line. Oh, and this doesn't have to be a definitive guide. That's just for this example. It really depends on how you're going to deliver your lead magnet. And this brings us to the last P, the presentation. The biggest thing to keep in mind here is KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Remember that your visitor doesn't know or trust you yet, so they're not going to sit through a huge amount of information. They're looking for a quick win to their problem. They want something that's easy to digest, yet has high value. A good rule of thumb is to ensure that from the point they open your lead magnet to the time they can take action on it is 30 minutes or less. So a 50-page PDF isn't going to cut it, right? Now here are some ideas for your lead magnet. How about an ebook? Yes, they're still used and still very effective. Just remember to keep it under 10 pages. This can be your guide, your how-to, anything like that. Make sure it's highly relevant and great quality. I showed you how to create a free ebook in one of my videos. I'll leave the link to that video below. Another idea is a template or a swipe file. This is anything that can provide an outline for your visitor to use. All they need to do is fill in the blanks and it's good to go. This can be especially great for email swipes. If your visitor is a beginner, they'd love to have a pre-written email that's fill in the blank, ready to use. Here's an article to help you create your own templates. This is from Opt-in Monster, and it has a lot of great information, as you can see here. Another idea would be checklists or cheat sheets. These will help encourage your visitor to take action. It breaks down a larger task into bite-sized pieces. It's perfect for beginners. Do you have a blog? You could repurpose any one of your posts into a checklist. This could save you time because you've already done the research for your article. Take a look at one of my articles on my site. This one is about how to create an email marketing campaign, a beginner's guide. And your checklist could be formatted by using your titles and subtitles. If you look here on my table of contents, you can see that it's listed all of my headings, subheadings, and this is how you could format your checklist or cheat sheet. You could use these as points and add a little bit more information so they know what to do. Another idea is a free trial. This is perfect if you sell software or have a membership site. Everyone loves free trials. An example of this is if you click on my link below. It gives you free access to 12 steps to creating your own online business. And as I said, doesn't everyone love free? Another idea is a toolkit. This is probably a favorite one for many people. It's a collection of things. For example, a one-page checklist, a how-to video, and email swipe files. It could really be any combination of what you like. There are so many other ideas for lead magnets, but I don't want to keep you here any longer than I already have. So for more great ideas, check out this article, again from Opt-in Monster. In this case, they're giving you 69 lead magnet ideas. That should keep you busy for a while. As I said before, I'll be creating a video for you that shows you how to create an opt-in form with your new lead magnet. So please come back and check it out, okay? I hope you've enjoyed my video. If you did, I'd really love it if you could hit like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them below and I'll get right back to you. And don't forget to check out my free training to build your own long-term online business. This is packed full of value, and did I say it was free? Okay, so see you soon. Cheers.